What is going on YouTube? Tuesday recap. I did not trade today. I had work in the morning, so if you guys watched the charts in the morning, here, let me just go to this. 7. Yeah, this was it in the morning. Just all of this right here, right? Um, so if you watch the charts in the morning, it was just big moves back to the downside. I did have work at 8:45, so I left around like 7:45 ish. So I did not see anything that I liked. Stayed cash for the day. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. If you are in the U.S., happy Thanksgiving. um, if you're not in the U.S., still happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate you guys. We are almost at 100 subscribers actually, and I've been getting some nice comments, especially on the video of me just almost blowing up my funded account. And so just coming from like me posting that and just like being real with you guys, I just want like one of the comments was saying like, oh, like I'm glad to see like they started following me because they wanted to see my journey, and I'm not like just some like quote unquote guru who's posting only W's, and then you don't see like the bad side of it, right? Now I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I'm gonna be posting literally all my wins, all my losses, and if I don't trade, I'm still gonna do a trade recap. Again, trying to remain consistent, posting a video every day, and yeah, so appreciate you guys. Again, today's video is going to be a little bit different. Instead, I usually, when I get home and I like settle in from I shower, eat, and all that, I usually just back test and find potential setups. But today we're actually going to be going through all of this together, and then just see like what are some good setups happening. So this might be a longer video. So yeah, so let's just jump into it. Let's see. Where do we start off? So we're gonna start off on a higher time frame. Now, do we want to? Let me see. Yeah, I guess we can. This is the 1 hour. This is a 6 a.m. Wednesday. Okay, so we can go ahead and just replay this. So this is market open. Now we could just do like a top-down analysis. It's just overall like bias going into today and stuff. We still kind of do have a sell side model of the curve here. As you can see, we are bouncing off of this 5-minute right over here. I mean, off of this hourly right over night session. Not only that, we still do have these this hourly order block right here. So again, on the higher time frame, this still looks pretty bullish, right? Just because we do have the buy side model of a curve here. Now, I don't know if there is an SMT on this side over here. Yeah. Okay, well, see, now this is what this is the good thing about being able to check yes. So there is a 1 hour SMT, as you guys can see here. There is a 1 hour SMT. So what does that mean? Especially because it is on the higher time frame. We could start potentially seeing some big moves back to the downside, right? So we're gonna play this out. You guys know where we're at right now, right? So overall, bullish for bullish order flow, right? Buy side model of this market maker. Now we do have a higher time frame SMT on the 1 hour, and so that's pretty scary. So right now, pretty much you should not be married to a bias, right? You should not just be, oh, okay, we're bouncing off of this, I'm still going longs, and my target for today is this, right? No, you have to be like, you have to observe the market, you know what I'm saying? So right now you should really not be married to a bias, right? And yeah, so I'm gonna just go ahead and delete all of these. I'm gonna delete these drawings, and then we're gonna go on the lower time frame. And then just start. So 6. So let me just play this just so we get a market open. Okay, boom. We are at market open. So if you look on the 1 hour, just because we were up there, right? Now look at this 5 minute here. I mean, this 5 minute. Oh, wait, sorry. Give me a sec. All right, I'm back. My mom just came home, so I had to. So look on here on the 1 hour. You see, we start to inverse this hourly fair value gap, right? So right now, we are actually getting pretty good bearish order flow, and the reason for this is just because ES already took out this high, so there's no actual reason why price should continue higher for now, right? This could obviously, just be a retrace back to the downside just to continue higher, but as in like this moment right now, price is just continuing lower, right? So we can look on the 1 minute. We can look on the 1 minute. Let me see. And market opened, right? So we are just dumping here. We just completely end up dumping. And what now? What do you do? What do you do when you start to see dumps? So one thing I picked up from Dodgy is you go fishing, right? So you basically just like, okay, so we have this fair value gap right here, lines up with this engineered low right here. You could potentially just see how price reacts off of this. If it just runs through it, okay, then you just remove your fish net, right? You pull it out of the water, and then you just keep doing it again, right? So now you have maybe this fair value gap right over here, and then maybe we start to reject off of this and then continue higher, right? So you kind of just end up going fishing. And yeah, so let's just keep jumping into play on the 1 minute. So we are within this 15 minute. We are within this 15 minute. Now it's still just hanging around here, right? We just had such a big move downwards. It's okay to see a little bit of consolidation. Now there is a turtle swoop here. So you have this 5 minute. You have this 1 minute. Time is fractal, by the way, so this is probably like also a 5 minute, right? So you have this big bearish rally gap. Now on top of that, you do also have a turtle soup, and your turtle soup is right here. I'm gonna go ahead and delete the fair value gap. So there is a turtle soup here. If you trade turtle soups, or if you watch any of the ICT stuff, you know this is turtle soup. So I could go ahead and label this here. I'm gonna just call it money sign, right? And I know some people would trade off turtle soups, so this actually would have been a monster entry off of the turtle soup just to continue lower. And then you probably target your stop loss like encroachment of this big bearish fair value gap, right? So this actually would have ended up playing out, as you can see. This would have ended up playing out pretty nicely if you do trade turtle soups. The thing is, like, what do you end up targeting, right? Well, you could end up targeting again, just engineered lows. Why is this dark? You could end up targeting engineered lows. Again, you could go fishing. See, there's like a 15 minute fair value gap right over here. Right? So, but it's just all scary. But the good thing about this is that this trade is to the downside. Catching a move back to the upside after a big death candle like this is definitely scary, and something I picked up on, because the dream, every trader's dream is to, let's say the market just dips, you just want to catch the bottom and catch the reversal back to the upside. And a lot of times, especially with inverse fair value gaps, you just get faked out, right? So I I tend to stay away from those, just because it's a lot of fake outs. But if you do trade turtle soups, this was a pretty good trade here. And I guess, like, we also tapped into this bearish for value gap right here, right? So good indication. If you know what a turtle soup is, it's kind of like a fake out of like the fake out of like wanting to continue higher and then just goes back down. This is a really clean turtle soup. So, but I don't trade that, but I know what it is. So again, we just end up continuing going lower. We continue going lower, and then let's see what's happening. Now again, I want to go fishing. I want to see what we are doing. So if you go on the 5 minute, oh yeah, so this is relatively equal lows down over here. So you could have just been targeting this if you entered off of the turtle soup, right? But we already took those out. So now what? Now what are we doing? Again, you want to go fishing just to see what we are doing. We do have this 15 minute for value gap right over here. Let me see. Do we have anything on the 5? No. And then we also just do have these engineered lows down here as well. As you can see, these are pretty much equal lows here as well. So we're just going to keep playing this out and continuing to fish, right? So, okay, so we're in this 15 minute. We're in this 15 minute, and I'm pretty sure this is going to end up closing. Yeah, so this 15 minute ends up closing, so whatever, you go back down. But now we come back to these equal lows. I don't want to do this. No, okay. Yeah, so equal lows on the 15 minute right over here. We come back to it, retrace it. And then we could just zoom in again. Now, this was the first trade that I saw some people take. We do have this inverse for rally gap right over here. You inverse it, you could have entered. Right, so it would have been like this. You could have had a break even at this high, and you could potentially target like over here as well, right? So we're gonna play this out, see what happens. By the way, this is an inverse on the 2 minute. On the 1 minute, if it lines up like this is going to be an inverse either on the 2 minute or on the 3 minute. Really depends on how many candles it is, right? So this is an inverse on the 2 minute, but we're gonna look at it for this video on the 1 minute. So we're gonna just play this out. You enter at this candle closure. See, now this is why I do not like. This is a prime example as getting fucked when trying to catch the bottom, and you're like, oh yeah, no, this is the bottom right here, inverse, and then you want to aim for the moon, right? So this is a good example. On earlier I said, like, if you want to catch a move back to the upside after big moves down, you definitely need some structure first, or like some kind of retracement to continue back higher, because stuff like this is just going to end up happening, right? So you don't even hit break even here, and you would manually just get stopped out, right? And so we're just going to continue playing this out. You would have gone stopped out. Yeah, look at that. See? So that's what I'm saying. Definitely wait for some structure. Back then I would definitely get messed up here, and I would get so mad. I was like, dude, why is inverse not working? You're trying to catch the bottom of, just a big move down. Price is definitely bearish right now, and this is just a fake out, right? So definitely stay away from those. This trade was a prime example as to, waiting for a little bit more structure, or maybe even waiting for a retrace. And yeah, so again, we continue dumping. We could continue fishing what we want to do. Now we do have these lows right over here. Let me check on the 15 minute. So we do have these lows right over here. And we're just gonna continue, you know, just fishing, waiting to see what would happen. Do we have anything else over here on this 15-minute? No, we do not. Let me check on the 5. The 5, we do not have anything here either. Yeah, on the 5, we do have this fair value gap right over here. So again, we're continuing fishing. Damn, dude, it's just taking forever to. So we are continuing fishing. We go back on the 1 minute. We continue lower, right? You know, this was a pretty great fake out on what not to do. You definitely want to wait for some structure first before entering longs. Now, the thing on how you trade this is you either have no FOMO or you catch an inverse back to the downside, right? Let me see if there's any examples here. I probably missed one. No. I mean, technically you do have this candle closure right here, right? And then if you really think your draw of liquidity, look at this. This is like, dude, no, this is horrible. You know, we do have this other fair value gap right here, this bearish one that we are getting we're getting tapped into and respected. So you could have entered off candle closure. You do have a bunch of order blocks right over here as well, right? And then we're just gonna let this play out. I guess this would have been an okay trade. Yeah, this would have been an okay trade. It's not really that, you know, it's not really anything insane. We don't even hit this low right here. Instead, we're tapping into the 5 minute. So again, this second trade is probably way better than this first one, just because you're following the trend, right? And yeah, so let me go ahead and delete this. And now we do have this fair value gap right over here. And we have tapped into this 5 minute. Remember, we went fishing. So again, we're gonna take this trade and see what happens. Candle closure right here. You can most likely have, not if you're really scared, you could target this right over here. And remember, this high is also inside of this fair value gap, right? So you could target this for break even, and then, you know, you could have, you know, maybe final TP over here. Or do we have anything else? Are these equal highs up here? Yeah, I think these are equal highs up here too, right? So you could have been aiming for something like this. Now we're gonna see what happens, and then yeah. Okay, so this could have been your break even, and then you would have gone stopped out, unless your break even is this one, and then you want this up higher, right? But again, we're gonna continue. Yeah, so this would have been a break even trade. Oh, this is on the 1 minute. Oops. Yeah, so this would have been your break even trade. You know, good candle closure above on the 2 minute. And then yeah, it just shoots back down. So this would have been a break even trade. Again, this is, I'm telling you, trying to catch longs after not so much structure is definitely scary. And this right here does not count as structure. This is more of a range. So like for instance, you have this fair value gap right over here. Okay, we're rejecting off of it. And then price offers another fair value gap right over here. Candle closure above, ends up going back down, probably stopping you out, continuing higher, right? There's just so many fake setups here, and you just got to make sure you know like when to pick or what to pick, right? So we come back down. Let's see what's happening here on the 1 minute. Yeah, there's nothing much happening here. Still. Okay. Again, so we just took out this and we are inside. Remember, we went fishing. This is a 5-minute for value gap from the left. Okay. Or 15-minute, whichever one, right? So you start to see some structure here. Let's see if I like anything. Okay, so this is somewhat of good structure. You also have your 2022 ICT model right over here, right? So you have market structure shift right over here, for value gap. Now, if this was a retrace back into us to continue higher, that would have been a perfect. But as you can see, we're still respecting it. I think pretty sure we respect this small for value gap right over here, but that's way too small, right? So I guess this is somewhat your 2022 ICT model, but again, that's not how I trade. But you know, it's just good to know, right? So we do have this for value gap gets respected, and now you do have this inverse right over here. You could have entered all kind of closure. Now the thing about this is a little bit scary, but we're gonna go ahead and see what happens if we were to take this one. And again, a good price on target here would be where were those equal highs? Was it on the 2-minute? Where'd it go? Oh, up here. So we do have equal highs over here. So that's a pretty far target, right? But we're gonna go ahead and play this out. Okay, and so this ends up, let me see what happens. Yeah, so we're just within the range now. 930. Yeah, so this is not smooth, but I mean, this somewhat ends up working. If someone's ends up working, it really depends. You probably would have gotten wicked out right over here, unless you have like your stop loss down over here, and on this retracement of this right here that we marked out earlier. Remember? So I mean, if you had your stop loss down over here, you probably would have been fine. Just a little bit scary drawdown, right? And then you could target these highs. And then I'm pretty sure it ends up taking it. Yeah, it ends up taking out these highs. So scary trade, a little bit of drawdown, but ends up panning out, right? And you know, you probably could have full TP'd out here for 36 points, take out partials, and then probably target equal highs. But again, this is really far. So we're gonna go ahead and delete this. Now we start to get structure back to the upside, right? So this is pretty good. Now, did I miss anything here? No, this is fine. So let me see what's happening on this 5-minute. Okay, so we're just gonna keep playing it out, see what happens. Okay, so now we have continued bullish order flow, getting respected. Order block right over here. More bullish order flow as you see this. So this is the structure I'm talking about. Now, if we were to get an inverse, here, that would have been insane. Back to the upside though. Why would we inverse back to the downside, right? So this, like this right here, this is a fake setup. Like why? No, you should never be inversing this right here, and then be like, oh yeah, I'm catching the, you know, we've been running up so high, I'm catching the top and I'm taking all of this liquidity out at the same time. No, that's not realistic, right? So this is fake. Don't do that. Remember, you want to trade with the trend, right? We're obviously in a trend here, and the same thing applied when we were in the trend back down. So we still have these equal highs sitting here, Let me see if anything happens on this 5-minute. Oh, okay. So this is actually really good. So we have this 5-minute right over here. I'm gonna just draw a line. So we have this. What the hell? What was that? So we have this 5-minute right here. That we get tapped into. Now, oh yeah, this seems really nice actually. So you have a BPR here as well. BPR, this lines up with this fair value gap, and then you have this fair value gap right over here. Now this is the structure that I'm telling you about, right? To take and how you use inverse fair value gaps. I'm not no guru, by the way. I want you guys to know I'm not no guru. I'm kind of just like going about it, and just, you know, hopefully this could potentially help someone. Still, like, doing these videos helps me, right, with like my market analysis. So this trade looks pretty solid. Again, we did not inverse that. We're continuing to tap into this 1 minute, into this 5-minute. Oh, okay. So now we have this fair value gap right over here. Oh wait, give me a sec. Okay, I'm back. Oh damn, this video is gonna be long. I've been trying to comb my hair like a special way, because like I'm gonna start working soon, so like I don't know what to do. But so we tap into this 5-minute here. I could go ahead. This seems like a really good trade here. I'm pretty sure this looks very nice here actually. So we have this 5-minute tapped into it. Good candle closure above this 1 minute. So I'd actually would be entering longs here. Entering longs. Now you can have your stop loss. Oh, this is pretty good too. 20 points still for under this. And then actually I would want to target equals right over here. So this is 82 points. 82 points. You could definitely shave off some over here. Now if you're scared as well, you could definitely shave off some over here as well. It's all really completely up to you, but we're gonna just let this pan out and see what happens. So this is good sign too. So this inverse, this fair value gap got inversed as well, right? Not only that, you do have an order block right over here. So we're just gonna let this play out and see what happens. Okay, so you could have scaled off here, move stop loss to break even, right? So you move your stop loss to break even. Okay, so your other TP would have gone and hit. So that's 2 take profits. Now, actually, I really want these equal highs up here to get taken out. That's a big move. So now you have this fair value gap right over here. This fair value gap. Ooh, this is good. This gets respected. Oh, this is this is nice. So this fair value gap is just still standing here. Looks like it's getting respected. Oh, these are pretty much equal highs as well. Let me see on the 1 minute. Yeah, these are equal. Yeah, these are equal highs here as well. So actually, I think this is solid enough. I think this would have been your trade right over here for how many points? For 40 points. Yeah, this would have been your trade. Yeah, this would have been your trade for 40 points. Definitely would have shaved off a lot. Yeah, I didn't even notice these. Yeah, these aren't really equal. Oh yeah, no, these are not, bro. What is this? Look at this. Oh hell no. Yeah, so definitely not. Dude, I always get. You really have to zoom in when you have to find these. Like, let me see these. I gotta like look into it. Yeah, no, these are good. Yeah, so these are the equal highs right over here. And yeah, so this was a good trade. This was, I think, the best trade of the day actually. And yeah, I want to see what happens though, because we're still respecting this bullish 1 minute. Oh no, we ended just lunchtime. Do my fingers getting tired? Yeah, now we're just chopping. Now we're just within the range here. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, we're just in a big range right over here. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, this second trade was actually really nice. 5 minute got tapped into. Zoom into the 1 minute. 1 minute inversion right over here. We have an order block here as well. It's a sandwich. Not only that, this fair value gap gets inversed, right? Get momentum too. And then you have a other order block right over here. So this is just extra confirmation, right? Damn, yeah, no, this was a clean trade. So that's pretty much it for this full recap. This is a longer video just because usually I back test it first and then I show you guys the trade. But with today, I went through the market day with you guys today. So this was really good for me in terms of like, you know, back testing and just see how the market reacted. And yeah, dude, look, dude, I'm telling you, look on the 1 minute. If you look on the 1 minute from afar, this looks like equal highs. Dude, look at this. But if you zoom in, yeah, no, not it. But so yeah, price target hit, and this, I think this might have been the best trade if you were to trade in risk for value gaps. So this trade happened at 10:30. Is that a lunchtime kill zone? I think that is a macro time. Yeah, I think that is. So let's just zoom back out to the 1 hour and see what ended up happening. So looks like after this SMT, if you guys remembered earlier, looks like after this SMT, we started to see some move back to the downside. On the 1 hour, you have this bearish for rally gap got respected, ended up coming back down. We ended up taking all of this engineered liquidity, and we actually ended up falling back into, I think it was this 5 minute here. Let me see. Yeah, it was this 5 minute. So yeah, so this 5 minutes marked out, and if you zoom out, we actually end up, this was where the fishing stopped, and we actually started to see a move back to the up. Sorry, I needed a burp. Back to the upside, and now you start to see a smaller market maker model, right? So buy side of the curve, and then sell side of the curve right over here, right? And again, time is fractal, right? So if you were to zoom out on the 1 hour, it's still the same thing. And then you could zoom in the 1 minute, it's still the same thing, just, you know, just zoomed in, right? So this was a model that happened today. And, you know, it's crazy what you like, while you just observe. Because when I do these videos, it really helps me just like see the market zoomed out and then zoomed in on like what exactly are we doing, right? So I hope this video was informative for people. Hope you guys liked it, like just like my train of thought and stuff like that, and then, you know, just like trades not to have been taken down here, and then why you should have taken this one, right? So I appreciate you guys. Again, happy Thanksgiving. I don't know if I'm gonna be trading tomorrow. I probably will hop on just to observe the market. If I trade, I'll take a trade if I like it. If I lose, I'll post it. If I win, I'll post it. But thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.